guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I am Kimmie. This is my attic. Welcome to Valentine's Day week. It is Saturday. It's almost over. I have been posting every day this week and will continue to do so up until Monday, Valentine's Day. And I have been trying some palettes this week, guys. So today, what I thought I would do is give you kind of like a recap and a ranking of the palettes I tried. If you missed any of the videos, I will link them all down below. Some of these were Valentine's Day releases. Some of these weren't Valentine's Day releases. They were just new to me, and I felt like they threw off Valentine's vibes. Now, I only tried 4. And if you have been watching the series, guys, there are no surprises, so you already probably know what I'm going to say. But I'm also going to talk about other palettes in my collection that I think are beautiful for Valentine's Day. So these are my favorite videos to do, guys. If you watch my channel, you know how much I love to talk palettes. I love it. If you like these videos, I hope you'll give me a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to my channel. And with that, let's get to it. My friend Stacy would absolutely hate this blouse because she was just talking about something like it the other day, and I was like, oh, I think it's kind of cute. So I don't think Stacy watches my videos because she's not into makeup, but Stacy, if you are watching, be kind. Anyway, guys, the first palette I'm going to talk about is the Primrose Palette by ABH. This palette is absolutely stunning. It is so beautiful. This was a palette that I have been wanting to try for a fairly long time. It's not a Valentine's Day release. It came out last year, but it was a palette that was talked about so much, and I never got around to trying it. And then at the end of the year, everybody ranked this palette so high. Most people that I watched ranked this palette so high, and I always wanted to try it. Everybody said, oh, it doesn't look like much, but it's just so beautiful. And I have to tell you, they were right. So what I'm doing now is I am trying to be more careful with the makeup that I buy. I was going to go out and just buy a whole bunch of Valentine's Day releases to review on this channel. But to be perfectly honest with you, I wasn't that impressed with a lot of the Valentine's Day makeup that was released this year. And so instead, I decided that I was just going to, well, some stuff I did buy was Valentine's Day collections, and some stuff I bought I just felt was Valentine's Day-y. That's an adjective for you. No, kind of like throughout Valentine's Day vibes, and if I wanted to try it, I thought it was a good time to try it. So yeah, this palette is like pinks, corals, you do have some neutrals. It was marketed as like a face/eye palette, but like I said in the video when I tried it on, pretty much all palettes can fall into that category. Most makeup is interchangeable. You know, you can use your eyeshadow for a highlighter or a blush. People do it all the time. This one was really marketed as like interchangeable. Okay, whatever. The palette is beautiful. From the packaging to the colors to the formula. It may not look like much, but I am telling you guys, this palette is stunning. And it was my favorite palette of the 4. My second favorite palette of the 4 was the Bridgerton Palette. How many times have I said I am finished trying Pat McGrath because I am never impressed and it just always costs me money? And when I first opened this palette up, I kind of felt that way, that exact same way. I thought to myself, it's not like overly impressive. And I probably did just throw another $60 or however much this palette was. I believe it was $60 or $65. On another Pat McGrath palette that I don't like and I'm not going to wear. But this palette surprised me. It was so beautiful. Like the formula, the shades, this matte, like I said, I'll post the videos down below. This matte wasn't that great, but the rest of the colors were stunning. I loved playing with this palette. This was my second favorite. By the way, thank you so much to my subscriber who, and in the video, I'm like, why are there bees in this palette? Does that have something to do with Bridgerton? My subscriber said she's pretty sure that that's one of Pat McGrath's signatures, which I didn't know. So thank you so much for letting me know. And yeah, I think that would make sense because I'm pretty sure that bees don't have anything to do with Bridgerton, even though I've never seen the show. I just don't think so. Anyway, guys, so that was number 2 out of 4. And then number 3 out of 4 would be the Kylie Palette. I posted this review yesterday. So this was Kylie's Valentine's Day release. I did not try any holiday releases from Kylie, but I did try her Halloween release, which I wasn't impressed with at all. I really didn't care for it, so I decided to give her another chance. I mean, this palette is absolutely adorable for Valentine's Day. The mirror is so cute. It's got the heart mirror. It's got a bunch, all the pans are shaped like hearts, and the color story is very cute. The mattes impressed me a little bit more than the shimmers on this palette, and I thought the peachy colors were a little bit better than the pinks. All in all, I thought it was cute. Number 3 and number 4, guys. Number 4, I will rank my Secret Admirer palette from Colourpop. Was my least favorite out of the 4, but if you saw the video, you know I'm not even opening it to show you because it is broken. The Super Shock came shattered. It went everywhere. It was a bit of a disaster. Even then, trying it, I didn't think it was bad. I don't think any of these palettes are bad, but I think it just kind of lost something, the fact that it came completely shattered. It's not the first time it's happened to me with Colourpop. I mean, it can happen with any brand, but with Colourpop, for some reason, I just feel like it happens a little bit more often. So yeah, I wasn't super thrilled with this palette, but again, it could have had a lot to do with the fact that it came downright busted. So out of the 4 palettes that I tried this week, that was the order best to worst, in my opinion. So now I'm going to talk about palettes that I already own that I think are really lovely for Valentine's Day. But before I do that, the big surprise, well, not the big surprises, but what I really loved trying this week were the blushes. I think these are like 2 of my new favorite products. So this is the Kiss and Tell Colourpop blush. Of course, they're heart-shaped blushes that they released on Valentine's Day. They released them last Valentine's Day. They sold out. I couldn't get one. For a year, I have been waiting for this moment. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, sort of. But I was really excited about getting my hands on one this year, and I was able to do so. It's what I'm wearing today. It's a very beautiful blush, but I think the packaging on this is everything. And then this is Kylie's blush. So Kylie came out with a cream blush. The packaging on this was also so cute. It came in like a little candy wrapper, and I think this blush was also beautiful. So I was very pleased with the blushes that I tried this week. And for the most part, the palettes, actually, I didn't think any were absolutely terrible, but that was the order that I did like them. And if you are interested in seeing any of those reviews, like I said, I will post them down below. Now I'm going to talk about palettes that are in my collection that I think are beautiful for Valentine's Day. The Rose Quartz by Huda Beauty and Smoke and Roses by Colourpop. Guys, I'm not going to talk too much about these palettes right now because tomorrow, there's going to be a Rose Bowl, a little pre-game fun. And I am going to go into great detail about these palettes. We're going to have the Rose Quartz versus Smoke and Roses. So place your bets, get your chips and dip ready. That's going to happen tomorrow. But both palettes are really beautiful for Valentine's Day. One of the reasons that I decided to put these 2 against each other is because I feel like Colourpop has done this a few times. The last one I remember is when Natasha Denona released her Glam palette. I think Colourpop was right there with the Stone Cold Fox. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe they came out very close. And these palettes also came out very close. The Smoke and Roses versus Rose Quartz. Next to each other, they don't look much alike, but when you swatch them out, there's a lot of similarities between these 2 palettes, so we're going to get into it tomorrow, but either one is beautiful. So you have Huda's. This was one of my favorite palettes that I have tried. Of course, if you watch my channel, you know this palette gave me a reaction. Guess what? So did this one. So no points given or taken there. Out of all the palettes I've talked about on this video, these 2 are the only ones that did so. But I do think this is a lovely palette by Huda. I don't think that you can go wrong with this one. It's so beautiful for any time of the year. And I mean, these pinks for Valentine's Day, come on. And then the Rose Quartz by Smoke and Roses by Colourpop. We'll get into it more tomorrow, but it's one of their 30 palettes. Is it me, or did they just release one that looks like exactly like this? Like, doesn't Rock Candy look really similar? I don't know. I only glanced at it. I didn't take a deep dive, but it looks like on first glance, it looks really similar. I don't know. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. This palette, this Smoke and Roses palette, I think is also gorgeous. You have a lot of cool tones. You have a lot of pinks. We're going to get into it a little bit more tomorrow, but both of these are stunning for Valentine's Day. And of course, guys, my favorite brands, here we go. Sigma, the Rosie eyeshadow palette. I talk about these little 9-pan palettes all the time because I think they're so beautiful. I think they're reasonably priced. They're like such a great deal. I mean, the packaging isn't like isn't anything to write home about, but so what? It's still cute. It's all you need. And these palettes are cheaper than Sigma's other palettes, and the formula is amazing. And this one, Rosie, is so, so cute for Valentine's Day. I think this is a really lovely one too. Any of the Colourpop quads, go grab yourself a pink one. This is Extra Toppings by Colourpop. In my, I don't remember what video it was. It might have been my favorite eyeshadow video from last year, or the best of the worst. I think it was that one. I talked about how much I absolutely love these quads, and I do. I mean, a pink one works beautiful for Valentine's Day, but I love all of Colourpop's quads. I think the packaging, I've heard some people say that they don't like the packaging. I disagree. I think the packaging is adorable. I think it's adorable, and I mean, the formula in these quads, for the most part, the ones that I have tried, is absolutely beautiful, lovely. I would say better than a lot of Colourpop's other palettes. For some reason, this formula is just a step above, and like this kind of packaging is Colourpop's thing. This is Colourpop's thing. I think they need to knock off these kind of palettes, or if they, I don't know. I've just had a lot of bad luck with this kind of packaging palettes. I think that I've never had anything happen when I've purchased a packaging like this kind of packaging, and also the 9-pan packaging. Is that what I'm thinking of? I don't know I'm not sure what I'm thinking of. But yeah, any Colourpop quad I think is beautiful, so go get yourself a pink one for Valentine's Day if you wish. Like I said, this is Extra Toppings, but they make a couple of pink ones. And then Juvia's Place, this is my Blushed Rose. I have spoken about this palette before. I think this palette is stunning. It's a little bit different. It does have that orange like in the middle, but I'm telling you, every time I wear this, I get compliments. The first time I saw it, I was like, why is there an orange in the middle of these pinks? But it just works. Now, what's a little interesting is the Kylie palette. I was talking about this yesterday. Also has this kind of orange in it. It's like neon orange, but it's different. It's like this really like bright orange, whereas the Juvia's Place is like a more subdued. I don't know if you can kind of tell, like this is the Juvia's, this is the Kylie. So pink and orange is actually quite a beautiful combination, which I would have never ever thought of myself, but I realized it when I used this palette. I just think Juvia's Place did it a little better. However, Kylie's palette, this color By the Fire, is stunning. I just wasn't crazy about Piece of Heaven, but By the Fire, stunning. Really beautiful. I think because they have more of a corally tone, I'm not sure. But this shimmer in the Blushed Rose, this orange shimmer, it really, really works with the rest of the colors. I think that's a beautiful Valentine's Day palette. I have just a few more to talk about. You guys know I love to talk palette. I love to talk palette. Okay. You've heard me talk about this one a million times before. This is the Norvina by ABH, but definitely throwing Valentine's Day vibes, especially if you are into purples for Valentine's Day. Like these kinds of shades, these violets. I think purple is beautiful for Valentine's Day, and this palette is freaking gorgeous. They do make a pink one. They make a pink one. I have not tried it. This is the only Norvina one that I own, but I can tell you, like I said, this is this? Yeah, this is volume 5. It's beautiful. Really, truly lovely. Another thing I'm always talking about on this channel are the Kacha Bento boxes. So this is the eyeshadow Bento box in Rose Water. So basically you have 3 pink shimmery shades, and The formula on these is stunning. It truly is. This is my favorite color of the three, the color in the middle. It's such a beautiful shimmer. It really is. And then that's the top. Some of these Bento boxes have like one matte, two shimmers, or two mattes or one shimmer. Some of them are three shimmers, some of them are three mattes. They're all different, but this one is the pink one. This is Rose Water. Beautiful. Really gorgeous. Not just for Valentine's Day, but any time of year. Okay, guys, an oldie but a goodie. I've seen so many people declutter this palette. I couldn't bring myself to do it. The Naked 3. Yep, I think it's perfect for Valentine's Day. You probably have yourself, you probably have this somewhere in your collection, guys. Go ahead and pull it out. The day is coming. This is Naked 3. This is the Rose Gold Naked palette, and I love it. I just think it's absolutely beautiful. It's mauvey, rose gold, cool tones kind of colors. They're just absolutely beautiful. And I will tell you, it's been a long time since I played with this palette, but I think I am going to be bringing it out soon because it's just absolutely lovely, and I could not bring myself to get rid of it. I just absolutely love it, and it's beautiful for Valentine's Day. And I have the brush. But I have to tell you, I think my favorite palette, the one that I am wearing today, is also by one of my favorite brands, if not my favorite brand, and that is the Sigma Cor de Rosa. Guys, this palette is so, so beautiful. If you like the peachy, you get a Sigma brush with this palette. You get the double-sided Sigma brush with these bigger Sigma palettes. They give you a brush. This palette is absolutely beautiful if you like those peachy coral tones, and there's also some pinks in here. The formula is gorgeous. The packaging is gorgeous. You do have like the rose indentation. I absolutely love Sigma's formula. I'm a big Sigma fan. If you watch my channel, you know that. And this palette is stunning. This is one of my favorite palettes that I own, and I just think it's absolutely beautiful for Valentine's Day. So that wraps it up, guys. I just wanted to take a little while and talk to you about makeup, Valentine's Day makeup. What did you think of the Valentine's Day releases this year? I was this close to purchasing the Sydney Grace, and then I didn't for whatever reason, and I'm telling you, the reviews on that palette were very mixed. I saw a lot of mixed reviews on a lot of Valentine's Day palettes, so I'm kind of glad that I purchased the ones that I did, and I've been happy. Since I did my declutter and I'm getting to know my makeup a little better, I've been really happy with my collection lately. So guys, leave me any of your comments or your thoughts in the comments down below. I want to thank you so much for joining me for Valentine's Day week. I hope you will join me tomorrow for the Rose Bowl. And guys, until then, please take good care of yourselves as always so you can take care of someone else, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye bye.